Hi, y'all. Thanks for coming tomorrow to serve in 456. I just wanted to do a couple of announcements. Our big idea this week is we can love like Jesus. So all of our content will be related to that. We're going to sing two worship songs to start off our service. We're going to sing Your Way's Better by Forrest Frank and Waymaker by Leland, I think it is. I would love one small group leader to do our worship intro. So if you love either of those songs or you feel like God's moving on your heart in worship lately, I'll check in with you guys at Stand Up and see who might be willing to just lead our kiddos into a heart of worship. After that, we're going to do a game. Everything is puzzle themed this month, and so we are going to do a people puzzle or like a human knot. So we'll do teams of 8 to 12 kids, kind of depending on how many's here, and then basically have each team huddle together and do one of these numbers, cross your hands, and grab the hand of other team members, effectively making yourselves really tangled. And then on the count of 3, we'll have the team untangle themselves without ever letting go of their hands. So that would involve like hands going over the heads, crawling through other people, and the first team to untangle themselves into a circle will be the winner. So I'd love for a small group leader to lead the game time as well. So if you feel like you'd be up for just kind of explaining the rules, making the teams, that sort of thing, then let me know tomorrow at Stand Up. This week in 456, we're going to be going over Acts chapter 10, where Petrus meets with the Gentile Cornelius. And that relates back to our big idea, we can love like Jesus does. So it's a really good opportunity to talk about loving people who are not like us, that sort of thing. This weekend, we're going to watch a so-and-so show video related to that passage. And then in small group, we've got some scripture questions and application questions. As a reminder, in small group, if you don't get to all of the questions, that is okay. Sometimes I try to put some additional questions in there, and definitely don't feel like you have to get all the way through them. I would rather you stop early and leave some time for prayer at the end, rather than rushing through the questions and not having any time for prayer at the end. I think it's really critical that the kiddos get a chance to practice praying for each other, praying out loud, being vulnerable, sharing things that they'd love prayer for. So that is kind of the focus of small group time, and so don't worry if you don't get through all the questions. Other than that, I'd love to see you up here in the loft 30 minutes prior to your service. Don't forget your name tag and to sign in on the computers. And I've been praying for y'all this week, so I'd love to hear what God's doing in your life and get a chance to pray with y'all. So see you then. Bye-bye.